So walk with me, let's talk, reflect as I sit at my favorite spot. This is my nature trail. I usually take my walks every morning. I make sure I get to 8,000 steps and I come and finish. Probably on average, I usually walk 14 to 15,000 steps every day. Yes, so welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment, review, rate. I really appreciate you guys so much. Share candidly how your mental health is right now. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Is it stressful? And all that jazz. So I have my questions here with me because I couldn't carry in my laptop, which usually has my questions. So I'm going to be going round as I answer one or two questions. So come along. I'm going to start with question one as I stand here before I start the walk. For me, nature is my safe haven, as I spoke about in my previous episode. I used to have a lot of burnout. I was depressed at some point. And for me, nature, and right now it's so calm, so serene. You could hear the birds chirping. It's really sort of my safe haven. It helps me calm down all those voices, especially the imposter syndrome voices that tells me I'm not doing enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not qualified enough. So being in nature really just centers my thoughts. It helps me relax, it helps me calm down, and especially on those hard days when I have a burnout, nature really comes through with just helping me. Yeah, so let's start walking as I answer the second question. For me, I feel like walking is sort of moving meditation. If you've ever tried meditation, is where you sit still with your thoughts, relax. If it's a guided meditation, you have someone to guide you along the way you think, the way you process your thoughts, if you have any pending recurrent thought. So I feel like for me, walking is sort of like a moving meditation, because I normally walk when you can see there are not so many people in this place, so I usually take my walk around that time. So it helps me think. Like if I'm having a recurrent thought, it helps me relax. If I'm overthinking or I'm having a burnout, I get to know why I'm experiencing it. For me, what I've learned being in nature is healing is not always dramatic. Healing can be just one tiny thought you've moved past, one traumatic experience you've moved past, you've talked about, and you've let it go. Like they say in meditation, you imagine it as a dark cloud and then you blow it away. So for me, I've come to learn healing is not dramatic. Sometimes you might not even know you've healed until you start to recollect what was really on your mind, and you're like, you know what, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. So before I continue, I might be panting at some point because I've just been working continuously. Yeah. For me, what advice I'll give you, and I usually give you guys on my space, is to start small. If you have recurrent thoughts, sit still, meditate on it, find out the reason why you're having those thoughts, and then start from there. Don't do everything all at once. Don't expect, if you have mental health issues, for you to just disappear. No. You have to start small. Find out what is overwhelming you, because in that jumbled up thought, you'll be able to know, maybe is it peer pressure? Is it societal pressure that is making you feel overwhelmed? Is it your work? Are you experiencing a burnout? So if you discovered what is making you feel overwhelmed, let's say it's a burnout at work, you'll be able to do something about it. So for me, start slow and trust the process. No, it's going to be gradual. Don't do everything all at once, because it's going to fuel that feeling of you feeling overwhelmed, and then it's not going to help you in any way. Yeah. Me, I walk a lot, so I have a lot of affirmation that I normally listen to. But for me, what that keeps me going every morning or every evening if I'm taking my walk is I always tell myself I'm safe. Like, of course, right now you may be far away from your home, you might be working in uncharted territory, so I usually tell myself I'm safe, especially early in the morning or late in the evening. I'm steady. Like, yes, steadiness for me is resilience. I will walk and make sure I finish my 10,000 steps every day, and I'll finish with I am enough, because sometimes I usually feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Am I good enough? That imposter voice. So repeating to myself I'm enough just fuels my self-worth and my self-love and my confidence. So I usually chant those three. I am safe, I am steady, I am enough. Every day before I start my walk, as I'm taking my walk, and as I finish my walk, that is what I tell myself. For me, I'm glad this question is here because I struggle a lot when it comes to balancing my work, my life, and my me time, because sometimes I get so overwhelmed because I mix up my work during my downtime, and sometimes I'm at work and I feel like, you know what, I need to rest. So finding that balance has really been a challenge for me, but what helps me is every time I make sure I honor myself. If you've gone through any mental breakdown, you'll know to honor yourself, assess yourself, be self-aware. If something is triggering you and you feel like, you know what, this is not for me, I feel like I'm burnt out, it's okay to take a break, it's okay to rest. And by honoring yourself is knowing your triggers, coming up with coping mechanisms that will help you when you're in a group of people and you feel like, you know what, I just want to go home. I'm still struggling up to now, and I'm a mental health advocate, so that tells you this journey is not linear. You'll have your ups and downs, you'll have your challenges, but how you show up for yourself really matters. So let's pause for a while as I respond to 2 or 3 more questions before we continue walking. For me, one thing I want you guys to take away from this episode is to know peace is available. For me this year, when the clock turned 2025, I told myself this is my year of peace. Anything that tempers or messes with my peace, I have learned to walk away from it. So who is watching me, please learn the same. It's okay for you to want peace in your life. It's okay for you to value peace of mind. It's okay for you to walk away from anything that doesn't align with your goals, doesn't align with what you're doing. So I feel like I want you guys to know that. Please know that peace is available. I'm actually enjoying this episode. I hope you guys are too. For me, I'll compare my healing journey with the river, the same way I did with my crocheting answer. For me, I believe a river always moves forward. Regardless of the obstacle the river is going to face, the rocks, it's going to adjust and adapt and still keep moving forward. So for me, my healing journey has not been easy, has not been linear. I've really been struggling a lot. Sometimes I have my good days where I wake up and I'm like, you know what, yes, I'm a strong girl, I can do this. And sometimes I meet obstacle, like you wake up and have one of those days and you're like, you know what, I just want to sit in bed, I'm not going to do anything. There are days where those obstacles are so hard to achieve, same as those big rocks in the middle of the river, but the river still finds its way to continue flowing. So that's how I will describe my healing journey. So what's yours, guys? In the comment section, tell me, in nature, if you take nature walks, how will you compare your mental health journey or your healing journey, or where you are at? What will you compare it? Is it a tree that keeps on moving but it stays grounded? Is it those small animals? Is it the birds always chirping? So leave it in the comment section. I would love to know. Yeah. For me, yes, I live in Nairobi, but I've managed to, I can say where I live, I'm fortunate enough to have such a trailer I can walk. But you can use Google Trail to help you find or map out somewhere you can go and walk. A rural forest, you can just set time aside. If you have a busy schedule, you can set time aside to go and take that nature walk. Just be in nature, hear the birds chirping and all that. If you're not able to, take a walk around your environment, because I feel you still see the clouds, you still hear the birds, even if they're not clear enough. But for me, I encourage you once a week or twice a week if you have time, because I know some jobs they give you off days. Just find yourself in nature and just sit still by yourself and get to assess yourself. For me, I've really learned a lot from this nature walk that I usually take every morning or every evening, or sometimes when I feel overwhelmed in the middle of the day, I just leave the house and I come, because most of my work is usually done online. So I find myself in this place and I sit still, and I actually enjoy it when there are no people here and no distractions. No one is talking to you when you don't want to talk to, and I sit by myself with my own thoughts and I'm able to assess and know what's So we've come to the end of this Q&A. I've reached the 10,000 steps because I have to go and edit this video. For me, all I want for myself and my brand is to stay rooted and aligned and consistent, both in my personal life as I continue taking these walks. They've really helped me because I've been consistently showing up. And for my brand, I want you guys to continue supporting me because I feel like I'm consistent. And when you come seeking for help, when it's nutrition services, nutrition mentorship, just our platform, the Nutritionist Corner, I feel like we are always there for you guys. So please continue supporting me, continue supporting what I put out there. I really appreciate you guys so much. You really made me continue with this journey and everything I am doing. That's all from me. I will beg to continue this work when I'm not holding a camera, because it's quite difficult to film, walk and vlog at the same time. But thank you for coming along. Thank you for this chance for you to watch me talk about my journey and how I started walking and where I usually walk. You've seen it's so pretty because I've tried to still in some of the sceneries I usually see as I take my walk. So remember to subscribe, like, share, follow me on all my social media platforms, and we'll see each other in the next Q&A. Bye.